Back in Russia, there is damage of a different kind. The country's currency, the ruble, has fallen to a 17-month low against the dollar. Russia's central bank is stepping in to try and halt the slide, raising interest rates by 3.5%.
Did you know that the global economy is in for a wild ride? Today, we're delving into Russia's financial turbulence, where the Russian ruble is stirring up quite the storm. So, buckle up and get ready for a journey through inflation hikes, import struggles, and economic roller coasters. Let's take a closer look at the ruble's reality check, shall we? Imagine being on a roller coaster ride that only goes down. That's the ruble's journey over the past couple of years. In just 20 months, its value plummeted by a staggering 50%, leaving economists scratching their heads and investors scrambling for cover. Despite all the efforts to stabilize it, the ruble just can't seem to find its footing. So why is the ruble in freefall? Well, part of the problem lies in the shrinking market for the ruble. With fewer traders interested in dealing with the currency, its value continues to plummet, creating a vicious cycle of decline. And as the ruble's value sinks lower and lower, Russia's economic woes deepen, with inflation soaring and import costs skyrocketing. But it's not all doom and gloom. Despite the ruble's rocky road, there's still hope on the horizon. With concerted efforts to address the underlying issues plaguing the currency, there's a chance that the ruble could eventually regain its lost ground. It won't be easy, and it certainly won't happen overnight. But with determination and perseverance, Russia might just be able to turn the ruble's roller coaster ride into a smoother journey ahead. Ah yes, the capital control conundrum. A tale of President Putin's desperate attempts to rein in the ruble's runaway decline. Picture this. Last October, as the ruble nosedived yet again, Putin decided it was time to take drastic action. Exporters were essentially corralled into bringing back a hefty portion of their overseas earnings and converting them into rubles. It was like a ruble rescue mission, straight out of a financial thriller. Now, did it work? Well, for a while it seemed like Putin had managed to wrangle the ruble back from the brink. The currency stabilized and there was a glimmer of hope on the horizon. But man, as time went on, cracks started to appear in Putin's ruble rescue plan. Despite his best efforts to keep the ruble afloat, it seems like the currency is slipping through his fingers once again. All right, let's delve into why the ruble's roller coaster ride matters beyond just its value dropping. Imagine this. Your currency's on a downward spiral, and that's not just bad news for your wallet, it's a game changer for your country's trade game. When the ruble's value is in freefall, every import becomes a costly affair for Russia. Think of it like this. You're shopping for groceries, but suddenly everything in the store costs twice as much. That's the ruble's reality, and it's hitting Russia's economy hard. With import costs skyrocketing, it's no surprise that inflation is rearing its ugly head. Now let's talk about Inflation City, where Russia's got a front row seat to the show. Picture this. Inflation rates soaring to almost double the target. It's like trying to tame a beast on steroids. Prices are shooting up faster than you can say price hike. And the economy's feeling the heat. From everyday essentials to luxury items, everything's getting pricier. And that's squeezing the average Russian's budget tighter than ever before. With inflation running rampant, it's no wonder Russia's feeling the squeeze. Now we'll dive into the world of interest rates, and Russia's cranking them up faster than your grandma knitting a sweater. Why the sudden spike? Well, when inflation's running wild, you gotta do something to rein it in. And that's where interest rates come into play. By raising interest rates, Russia's hoping to cool down the economy and curb spending. But here's the catch. Sky-high interest rates come with their own set of consequences. Borrowing becomes a luxury few can afford, and that's bad news for businesses looking to expand and individuals looking to make big purchases. It's like putting a muzzle on the economy. Sure, it might rein in inflation, but it also stifles growth. And that's a tough pill to swallow for a country looking to get back on its feet. All right, folks, time to wrap this roller coaster ride. The ruble's on a downward spiral, and it's shaking up Russia's economy like never before. With inflation on the rise and interest rates through the roof, Putin's got his work cut out. Will he steer the ruble back on track, or are the Russians in for more economic turbulence? Only time will tell. Well, there you have it, folks. Another whirlwind tour through the twists and turns of global finance. If you found this ride as fascinating as we did, give that like button a tap and spread the word. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and remember, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those rubles rolling. hopefully in the right direction.